Hey everybody, welcome back. You know, I've got one of these Mr. Heater Big Buddy heaters. These things are absolutely wonderful for heating up my garage and shed, you know, workshops, barn, that kind of thing. Cabin, you know, if you have one. This one takes the tanks on both sides. And what it takes are these little 1-pound propane tanks. Now, today, the problem is I need to heat up a space, and my 1-pound tank here it's empty. I don't have any more. So, I'm going to use one of these. That's like a little valve adapter that goes from a 20-pound tank to a 1-pound propane tank, and you can fill one of these from one of the big propane tanks on your gas grill or whatever, or any type of larger tank actually, as long as you've got this adapter. So that's what we're going to do today, so that I can use my Mr. Heater Big Buddy, heat up the garage, and that way I'm going to stay warm. And hopefully you're going to stay with me to see exactly how I do that. Okay, so when you're trying to fill a propane tank, a 1-pound propane tank from a 20-pound propane tank or larger, this is the type of valve that you need. This particular one is item number 61555. It's from Harbor Freight. It's going to set you back about $15 or so, something like that. Get you a close-up of what that looks like. Very simple. $15 for basically, it's just a brass conversion coupler kind of thing, valve if you want to call it. That's not really a valve though, because if you look, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to see if I can get that at the right angle for you. That's a straight through. There's no valve in there. Okay, so as you can see right down the middle of that pin, you can see my finger moving back there in the background. That's a straight through. Okay, so what that means is when you hook this up to the 1-pound tank, if you hook it up to the 1-pound tank first, that 1-pound tank has to be empty, or you're going to immediately release all of the propane that's left in that 1-pound tank. Or you can hook it up to the 20-pound tank first with the 20-pound tank valve turned off, then attach your 1-pound tank to this end here. And then, once it's attached, you would open the valve on the 20-pound tank, and the propane would regulate to the proper pressure for the 1-pound tank, and you'd be doing your refill that way. That's just a little warning I wanted to give you, that these don't actually have a valve on them. It's just a coupler. Like I said, always safer to go ahead and attach this to the 20-pound tank first with the valve closed, then attach your 1-pound tank to that, then open the valve on the 20-pound tank. All right.
Okay, now this is what that brass coupler looks like when it's attached to the 20-pound tank. Fairly simple. And now I'll go ahead and screw in this little 1-pound tank. Just going to go ahead and make this hand tight. Don't crank on this because you don't want to accidentally loosen the coupler, since that is on a reverse thread. So just hand tight's plenty tight for this deal. Okay, one last time I'm going to reiterate, you do this at your own risk. And if you don't like the way that I'm doing this, hey, feel free to leave that in the comments below. I don't really care if you don't like the way I do it. This is the way that I do it. And I've had success for several years doing it this way. So this is my thing. Okay, so I'll go ahead and flip the tank over. I did refrigerate the 1-pound tank. I guess I didn't say that, but I did refrigerate the 1-pound tank to kind of cool it off a little bit. Let me get my camera set up here the way that I want it. And there we go. So just going to reach up underneath here, slowly, very slowly, open up the valve. And you don't have to open it up very far. You just have to open it up until you start hearing the propane flow from the larger tank to the smaller tank. And it doesn't take any time whatsoever. So once you open it slow, or once I open it slow, the way I do it is I slowly open it, I start to hear it, slowly open the valve all the way up, and then slowly close the valve all the way back. And that's all the longer that I take to fill a tank. Like I said, slowly open it up. You can hear the hissing sound. The tank will, it'll fill. It actually only fills to let everybody know the truth behind this. You're not going to squeeze a pound of propane out of a 20-pound tank into one of these little 1-pound tanks. You're going to get about a half to 3/4 fill. That's all you're going to get. But it's worth it, if you've just got like a small heater like I've got. But there you go. Open the valve slowly all the way up, close the valve slowly all the way back down, and then that's all there is to it. Shut the valve back off, and go ahead and reposition my camera once again, and go ahead and disconnect your bottle. Now, should I be using gloves when I'm doing this? Yes, I should be. I'm sure people will comment and let me know that I should be doing that. You're going to get a little pop of propane here at the end, and that's it. Again, about maybe 60% fill on this. That's all you're going to get. In the end, I find this little coupler super worth it. 4 fills and it pays for itself. I've done several dozen fills and never had a problem with it. It's perfect for, lanterns, small heaters, propane torches, whatever. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.